Hi, welcome to the channel and thank you for joining me today. Today what we're going to be talking about is I've been doing a run every single day for the last 4 weeks, 10 kilometers, followed by 100 push-ups, not 100 sit-ups, and then 100 squats, but I haven't had any energy drink for that entire period. I've done it was kind of an accident. I just kind of stopped drinking because I didn't want to mess with my sugar levels and energy levels because I was doing 10k runs every single day for the last 4 weeks. That's about 8 days. And why I'm doing this is I'm doing a One Punch Man challenge and I'm going to try and do it for 3 days and I want as little rest days as possible. I'm currently on 0 and here is my times for my runs for the last 4 weeks. It is in minutes and it is base per kilometer. If this was by miles, Jesus, I'd be doing good. So starting at the top left, it's 5 minutes 22 per kilometer. This was my first run. And then my most recent run is these are all average times as well. And average times generally hide a lot of information. People think averages are pretty good, but the more information you have, the better. And that's why I've laid this out like this. So my very first run, 5 minutes 22 per kilometer on average. And then my most recent run is 4 minutes 26 per kilometer. And that was the one energy drink. But just because I got my fastest average time, I did not want to have to actually drink energy drink because I was up for hours afterwards, and it felt awful. And not only did it feel awful, it was the worst run I've had in this entire block of time. If you look at your screen now, in the red outlines, there is all the times where I've beaten my 10k personal best. So I've beaten it 4 times. Obviously, on the very first time that I loaded up Strava, I got my 10k personal best. I didn't beat it that week. I then spent 3 days, and the ones with the question mark are going to haunt me because my phone actually broke on my run. So that's why I've got no information for those dates. And it annoys me so much because I'm just like, I don't have a pure 4 weeks of data. But I did actually manage to break my 10k again with a very, very similar time of 5 minute 20. I seem to notice that if I want to beat my 10k time, I need to be really consistent, but a little bit slower. But that also comes into the next bit. Here is my 5k times. My 5k times are all surrounded in green. So you might have noticed that I sometimes break it multiple times a week. I'd break it back to back, day to day, or I'd go a week without even breaking it. But the information, when it's put together, it's very interesting. On the days that I beat my 5k times, I didn't beat any of my 10k times. And the days that I beat my 10k times, I was running very consistent times, which I just think is interesting. I just think it's pretty interesting. But the piece of information that you want to know as well, what is this yellow stuff? So I've been using an app called Strava, and Strava is essentially, they want you to use their app, so they want you to feel good about your achievements. So I'm only fussed about my 10k run times and the fact that I'm doing my 10k run. I don't care how long it takes me. The longer the better, actually. I don't care how long it takes me, but I care that I do it. And information is really, really deceptive in its one form. So in every single piece that's colored yellow, Strava has given me a gold medal saying I've beaten some kind of record, some kind of personal best. I've beat my 500 meters, I've beat my 800 meters, I beat my 2 mile. They're going to keep on churning out information and churning out information to encourage me to try and use the app. But if you look at right at the bottom right, 4 minute 26, that was my most recent run. I haven't had a run since. I'm going to have a run after I've done this video and uploaded it. Because, I'm fun like that. But the information itself, it seems really backwards and confusing because if I averaged 4 minutes 26 per kilometer, how didn't I beat my 10k run time? And it's because of something called, I'm going to call them junk kilometers or like junk information. It's an average time. So this 426, it was the worst run I've had by far. On the flat, it was okay. but I had no control over my heart rate whatsoever. It felt awful. My breathing was erratic, and it was probably because I was going at a slightly increased pace, but it was really not. It was so not worth it, and I lost so much sleep. I'm someone that sleeps a little bit too much anyway, but I lost so much sleep because of it, and it was just awful. I don't want to have to do that run again. And I was someone that drank energy drinks for years. It's just my body isn't unused to stimulants, and yeah, I was so surprised, and this has just completely put me off ever wanting to have energy drink again. And this is someone that's grown up in Scotland with it. Just I was so surprised. I was really surprised, and it kind of shot me in the foot because I was expecting my run times to be better, and then I just beat my 5K personal best because I had energy drink in me. But the rest of the day, it was the worst day I've had in a while. Just everything about my day got worse, just a little bit worse. I really didn't enjoy yesterday's run or recovering from the run. It just knocked me out for 6 the entire time. So anyone that's interested in running sustainably, yeah, energy drink's gonna make you a little bit quicker. It's gonna make you faster at certain points, but it's so not worth it in the long run. I think the best way I can describe it is I don't know if you've ever seen someone on a Class A drug try and roll a cigarette, but you can see and feel all the kind of fast twitch muscle fibers going and their hands, and it's so unpleasant. I felt sort of similar to that. I really just did not enjoy the experience at all. And when I had to rest and recover, it was awful. It was awful. I felt so bad. And obviously, if you're feeling really bad on your recovery, a real simple way out of it is to just drink a bit more energy drink because it's going to give you a bit more energy. But that's going to make the problem worse and worse and worse. But anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. This was just my findings. I'm not trying to tell you to not drink energy drink. This channel is all about my mistakes. And I think I've been making mistakes by drinking it. So I'm just not going to drink them as much. Doesn't mean I'm going to stay away from caffeine and everything completely. Like, I love Irn-Bru. I'm Scottish. Yeah, I'm just going to stay away from certain high volume energy drinks now. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you found this interesting, and keep training. Whatever you're doing, keep training. You got this, mate.